Most players want to be great, but almost none are willing to live great. They chase goals, fame, contracts, but they don't want the quiet sacrifice, the discipline when no one's watching. Football isn't just about how you train, it's how you sleep, how you eat, how you live your life daily. And if you're a parent, you're not just raising a kid, you might be raising a pro. This video isn't just about football, it's about becoming unshakable in your mind, in your habits, in your life. Let's get to work. There's a reason most players never make it. It's not just about talent or hard work. It's about how you think, how you train, and how you live when no one's watching. This isn't a highlight reel. This is the truth about becoming the kind of player who can't be ignored, the kind of player who doesn't fold under pressure, but controls it. If you're ready to stop blending in and start building a life that makes you unshakable, then this is for you. Welcome to BallCode. Let's begin. Most players want to win, but few train like it. They chase skills, copy trends, post highlights, but when the pressure hits, they disappear because they never trained their mind. Top players, they don't play harder, they play smarter, they move with purpose, they think 2 steps ahead. They don't chase touches, they control the game. This isn't about talent, it's about how you train, how you think, how you suffer, how you respond. You want to become unstoppable? This is how. Welcome to BallCode. Let's work. Most players focus on the wrong things. They think improving means learning more stepovers, practicing new drills, or copying flashy TikTok skills. But here's the truth. That's not how top players think. That's not how they train. And that's not how they dominate every single match. The real difference isn't in their talent. It's in their mindset. If you want to become unstoppable, you don't need 100 new tricks. You need one powerful shift in how you see the game. And once you make that shift, everything changes. Let's break it down. The average player steps onto the pitch thinking about survival. Don't mess up, don't lose the ball, don't get subbed off. But the elite player, they step on thinking about control. Control the tempo, control the space, control the outcome. They're not reacting to the game, they're dictating it. And the reason they can do that is because they've trained their mind like a weapon. Let me show you what that actually means. When most players train, they're focused on technique, perfect touches, sharp passes, clean finishes, all good things, but technique without mentality is just decoration. Because in a real match, pressure changes everything. You get less time, less space, and way more chaos. The players who rise in those moments, they don't have better drills, they have better habits, and it all starts with one habit: clarity under pressure. Elite players are calm in chaos. They slow the game down in their minds, even when it's moving at full speed. While everyone else is rushing, they're scanning. While others panic, they pause, and when the opportunity comes, they strike without hesitation. You can train this. Next time you step on the pitch, stop playing scared. Stop thinking about mistakes. Start scanning, start predicting, start controlling. This is the shift from reactive to intentional. Top players don't chase touches. They move with purpose. This is where instincts are forged. You don't need more tutorials, you need more exposure. Expose yourself to real pressure, to real failure, to real recovery. Because when you stop fearing mistakes, you start growing for real. Most players never do this. They train only when it's perfect. Perfect pitch, perfect mood, perfect weather. But the real ones? They train when it's raining, when they're tired, when no one is watching. They train for the moments that aren't perfect. Because that's exactly what the game gives you. Here's what no one tells you. Confidence doesn't come from hype, it comes from memory, from the hours you've put in, the repetitions no one saw, the touches that rewired your brain. Every great player has this inner library of moments they've earned in silence. And when the pressure hits, they tap into it. They don't hope they'll perform, they already know. They've done this thousands of times. So here's the real training plan. Train for the moments others avoid. Train when your legs are sore. Train when you failed 5 times in a row. Train when it's just you, a ball, and doubt. And still, you show up. That's how you become unstoppable. Mindset isn't just how you think, it's how you train, how you recover, how you breathe when the pressure rises. The top 1% in football don't just play better. They think sharper, they move earlier, they suffer longer, and they recover faster. They treat football like a system, not a show. And that's what you need to become. Not a highlight player, a system player. Someone who can drop into any game, any team, any chaos, and still dominate. You want to know how top players think? Here's how. They don't focus on outcome. They focus on execution. They don't focus on being seen. They focus on being sharp. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. And every day they show up, even when they don't feel like it. That's when they separate themselves. While everyone else is looking for shortcuts, they're building foundations. While others switch routines every week, They repeat the same drills until their feet don't even think anymore. They master the boring. They weaponize the basic. And that's why they look like magic under pressure, because their game is built on unshakable habits. So stop waiting for inspiration. Stop looking for the next tip. Look in the mirror and ask yourself one question. Are you training like someone who wants to dominate, or someone who just wants to look like they're trying? The truth is in your habits, and your habits don't lie. Most players will hear this and do nothing. They'll scroll to the next video, try the next flashy move, and wonder why they never improve. But you're still here, and that means you're different. You're serious. You're ready to become unstoppable. Now go prove it. This is BallCode, the code to becoming the player you were born to be. Becoming unstoppable doesn't just happen on the pitch. It starts long before the game, before the ball, before the first whistle. It starts with a choice. The choice to live differently. Most players want the rewards. Few want the lifestyle. They want the goals, the applause, the contract, but they don't want the lonely mornings, the extra reps, the discipline when no one's watching. They forget talent can take you to the door, but lifestyle is what keeps you inside. As the players who make it, football isn't just something they do, it's who they are. They build their entire life around the game. How they eat, how they sleep, how they train, even how they rest. It's not obsession, it's intention. It's knowing that every decision, big or small, either feeds the dream or starves it. And that mindset doesn't just start with the player. It starts at home. Families who raise pros understand this. They know that becoming great is a team effort. They encourage the early morning alarms. They support the weird diets. They understand the no parties, no distractions phase because they see the bigger picture. And if you're a parent listening to this, know this. You are not just raising a child, you're shaping a champion. A professional footballer isn't built by luck. They're built by consistency. They're built by the dad who plays after work even when he's tired. By the mom who drives to training 4 days a week without complaining. By the family who backs the dream, even when results don't come right away. You don't need to know the game to support the dream, you just need to believe in the one who carries it. And if you're that player, listen closely. It's not enough to want it, you have to live it. Every decision you make has to align with where you're trying to go. You want to sleep late, eat junk, waste hours scrolling? That's fine. But someone out there, same age as you, same position as you, is doing the opposite. They're training while you sleep, they're recovering while you party, they're improving while you're distracted, and one day you'll face them on the pitch. Discipline is rare, that's why greatness is rare, and that's good news. Because if you can build the discipline, you can separate yourself from 99% of players, even the talented ones. Football is a lifestyle, not a phase. You don't try to be great, you decide, and that decision is made every single day.
Not just in training, but in your habits, in your sleep, in your screen time, in your hydration, in how you recover after a bad game, in how you train after a good one, in how you talk to yourself when no one's around. That's what separates a dreamer from a professional. Let's get one thing clear. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to win every game. You don't need to be a star at age 15.
But you need to choose the path every single day, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. Growth doesn't always feel good, but it always leaves proof. And if you're willing to show up again and again, eventually the proof becomes undeniable. If you're a parent, keep showing up, even when they don't say thank you, even when the games don't go well. Your belief might be the thing that keeps them going. And one day, when they sign that contract or step onto that field for their debut, they'll remember who carried the weight when they were too young to carry it alone. You're part of the story now. And to the players, this is your chance. Not everyone has this. Not everyone has the support, the health, the opportunity, but you do. So don't waste it trying to impress strangers online. Earn your greatness in silence. Build your discipline when no one's filming. Turn your name into a legacy.
If this hit different, subscribe, share it with someone who needs it, and drop a comment on what we should break down next. Let's build BallCode together. See you in the next video.